Yeah, my own name is Jason Kenny. I suppose I'm a sports nutritionist and sports psychologist. I've worked with a lot of different teams and players and different celebs and things over the years and stuff like that. But it's a bit nostalgic for me to be here today, to be honest with you. Normally I was sitting on the other side of it, but it took me 27 years to come back. So yeah, that was my 1992 photograph. And if you can pick me out, you're doing very well. But that's me there in the middle sporting a sideshow Bob haircut. And I know that David said he's going to pull out a Torch magazine in a while, and I'm dreading that. But anyway, yeah, so it's great to hear you guys, and it's amazing. I mean, the stuff that you're doing here at the moment is just, I mean, when I finished 92, I couldn't wait to get out the gates. It was that bad, you know, so it's a lot of changes. And I remember I was just saying to Declan there that when we came in as first years, we were dreading it because we were told we were going to get beat up when we came in. So we were going down the corridors in groups so that we wouldn't get beat up, you know, safer in numbers, but thank God it didn't happen to me. So I suppose today what I'm going to talk about is beating burnout. It's probably something that's, I suppose in everyone's life is prevalent. It's, stress was brought up here today. I suppose it's one of those things that it kind of engulfs us all. I went through it, and I'm sure a lot of you have gone through different parts of it in your life, and it can happen even from exams to, you know, simple things that it's a constant stress build up, and we don't seem to get out of it too often. Unlike many years ago when you were hunter-gatherers, you build up your stress levels for the hunt. You killed, you sat, you ate, you feasted, and off you went again. Unfortunately nowadays it's constant stress between relationships, exams, work, all these different environments, and even when you go back into the gym to de-stress, you're actually adding more cortisol to the body, so it's a constant state, it never actually changes and stuff like that. So yeah, I knew it all too well. In 2015 my whole life kind of crashed around me. I had been training for many years. As I said, I trained with many teams. I trained at Munster, I know all lads, I was in class with Axel Foley and stuff like that. But I ended up blowing up. I'm only 5'7", I blew up to nearly 18.5 stone. My body fat percentage was like 28% or something like that. I was eating 2 and 3 boxes of Reddy's a day just to try and enjoy some foods and things like that. Just didn't take care of myself. Threw on my jackets and hoodies and stuff, and it all looked good because clothes is great for hiding these things. You know, you can get away with it. Someone say, oh yeah, you never looked fat, but you can see you can carry it well if you have the right clothing. So I had enough of it. In September 2015, I ended up, I was on the beach in Kilkee. I was with my family, and I had been teaching at boot camp at the time, and there was a bunch of girls that I was in the boot camp with me, where we were sitting and between the water's edge, and I remember walking down with the smallie, and my top off, and I went, and I turned and I ran, dragged him straight up along, kicking and screaming, back up to his mother, back on off my t-shirt, and then I went back down and do all, hi, how are you doing, whatever. But I was absolutely mortified. The same year and the same week, I got violently ill, and I said, that's it, I'm sick of being sick, I'm tired, I have to change. So I put my head down. I knew what I needed to do training, but I needed to get it right nutritionally. So 14 weeks later, I put the head in, I got the diet right, I did everything I needed to do. I did nothing but kettlebells, dumbbells, a yoga mat, treadmill. That's all I had at home, nothing else. I said I had a massive gym, by the way, huge gym the size of this room, completely kitted out. And I wanted to prove to myself it was more nutritional and bodyweight calisthenic exercises that I could do. So that's what I did in 14 weeks. I was at that stage, I was in my 40s, so I thought, can it be done? And I thought this is my one last stab to get it right. As a result, I did, and went on to do a kind of a dream. It was a tick the box almost for me to compete in men's physique competitions. So I went up competing against all the young lads in the 20s and so on and so forth. Ended up winning 2 world titles, European titles and Irish titles, and overall titles in all of them. And then I said, I didn't relax a while, so it took a year out. So here I am today. So I liked what Dylan had said earlier on about, not having the equipment and stuff like that, but it didn't matter. The drive was still there. That discipline is there. That high performance level is always there. I had taken myself from a gym level to a high performance level, and I wanted to see what it was like on the other end. And I can tell you that difference, that being at that level has influenced it right back into my own life and everything I do. on a daily basis. My work, my family, home, everything. It has changed everything. My attitude towards where I need to be and how driven I am. So I can totally get what you were saying regardless, of equipment. And even in the days of old, when you'd see all the guys in the gym, they're sitting on old beer crates and they're pulling their weights. I mean, at the end of the day, a kilo is a kilo. So you're still going to be doing the same thing. It's what you do with it. Hence the reason why I decided I was going to go the whole calisthenic route and work with the body. A business athlete and a high performance athlete. Forbes did a fantastic article. I was just talking to John about it, and I don't have it here today, but they were encouraging employers to take on high performance athletes and high performers because of their attitude and their thought process in how they apply it to business. A business, in I suppose, an athlete's world, you're engaged in competition 5 to 6% of the time. But the rest of the time it's preparation, it's learning, it's going through that whole process. So you're taking time out to rest, you're taking time out to discover yourself, you're taking time out to learn from your mistakes and going right into that failure and understanding it. And they don't see it as a failure but rather a learning process. So there's no such thing as really losing in that case. It's more of a win and a learn. So for this, you'll see that, like, I suppose with a business side of things, then you're kind of more engaged more of the time, you're turned on more of the time, because even when you're out, even when you're here, you're constantly engaged. There's that process constantly happening. And we don't take time to compartmentalize and bring it back to ourselves. So, how do we beat it? So I have a little acronym that I use. It's a 6-step process that I do, and it's about impacting your day from the minute you get up in the morning to the finish in the evening time. And this is how we do it. This is how I do it, rather. So if you look at it here, impact theory, this is my theory, by the way. So you can discredit it as much as you want, but it worked for me, and I've used it with clients and lots of different people from different companies and so on and so forth, and they really, really thrive on this. Okay. So the number one is the I. I'm really important. You're really important. So the first thing you do in the morning is to get up out of bed and to move. So you're moving, you're energizing. To energize, it might be simple just to jump up and down, just to move. Whatever it is I do, I move. Keep moving, I'll energize. Okay? I'll refresh, just go into the shower, I'll have a cold shower, and then refuel. I'm ready. The kids come pouring in the top of me. Benny said, get up an hour early. We do that all the time. I'm in the gym 5 o'clock, bang. I'm back home, the kids aren't up. I'm ready for road. They can throw at me whatever they want, it doesn't matter, because I'm ready, I'm energized, I'm pumped. Meditate, love it. Meditation is incredible. Finding yourself, getting grounded, pulling all that back into yourself and visualizing where your day is going to go. It's so important. But here's the key, detox. Most of us don't detox. First thing we do is go to the mobile phone, we're on the laptop, we're on the tablets. And where do we go? Off to somebody else's world. Off into some of the issues they have, and we haven't even had a chance to process ourselves. Leave it there. I don't touch it for the first hour in the morning, because if I can just get that small win, that's mine. I own that. This is my hour. Nobody's going to touch that. I decide what's happening next. The process. So it's a process, and it's something that will naturally flow. And these, you guys talked about habits earlier on, and the process of 60-day. But in 21 days is to infuse that routine into your life, but you need to break the 60-day mark. You're 100% right in that. You have to break positivity. So it's taking those things. And I remember seeing my young lad, and he was on the floor, and he'd get up, he'd fall down, he'd get up, he'd fall down, he'd get up, he'd fall down. Never once did he question, there's an issue here. But yet we do it as adults. We constantly, I just can't do that. And I said the same to myself, I'll never be able to get myself into shape. Why did I do it? Because I was sick. I had no interest in the shape, by the way. It wasn't the issue. It wasn't the concern. I was so sick. I knew I was on a bad road. I was going to be dead by the time I was 45 if I didn't change. That's it. Simple as. I saw my kids, I looked in their eyes, and I wanted to be around for them. It was that simple. and I wanted to influence other people the exact same way. So embrace the failure, go right down into that pain, feel it, experience it, because that's where you learn. You don't learn from the success. You don't learn when you're standing at the top of the mountain going, this is awesome, yeah, but what's the journey there? When Munster holds the Heineken Cup, it's not about, they're fantastic when they're standing there, they're holding the cup, but no one has seen all the sacrifice, all the stuff that they've had to do to get through that, the arguments at home. I mean, I've been in the room, I've sat with Axel, we've gone through stuff on screens, I've worked with Jerry, I've done the whole lot, Mick O'Driscoll, and we've sat there and we've gone through it, and the guys, everything is scripted out for them for an entire day, from start through to finish. But there's a reason, there's a process, it has to happen, okay? Accountable, you must hold yourself accountable. It's interesting, actually the other day I was due to meet Declan, who'll be talking to you shortly, and I never read my diary, and I always have my diary. I have something written down, I'll take it, and it's not just a case of putting it into a phone, but if you take it, hold it in your hand, you transfer it from your brain to your hand and onto paper, suddenly that creativity comes out of you. Suddenly you start to see things, and suddenly your day starts to unfold, and it's like a natural process of when you were a kid and you were exploring. So you have to hold yourself accountable for the things you want to do for the day, and that's that discipline. Again, going back to that high performance. If I said I'm going to do it today, I am going to do it today. It's going to be done. I don't set 101 goals, I set 3 target goals that I'm going to hit. They're the must things I have to do. I have to do these 3 things today, and regardless of what I do, these have got to get done. They're my priority. And that's what I do. So you discipline yourself, but also have an accountability coach, someone you can refer to. It could be anyone in this room, it doesn't matter. Go to them, talk to them, and they'll say, have you got this done? And it's that simple. And you go, oh, because I have to answer to someone. It makes all the difference in the world. Again, compartmentalizing. And this is very important when you ask yourself this question. Life is for living. You know, we spend a lot of time busy. We're too busy, we don't have time. But you gotta live, you gotta enjoy it. You know, we spend, I don't know what the figures are, I can't remember exactly, but I think something around 70-75% of our time busy, instead of living. Oh, we don't live, we don't enjoy life. We're here on this earth, not just to be busy or just to die, we're here to live and say we enjoy it. You know, you gotta do the things you said you're doing for 40 years, that's amazing. To do something, to find something you're passionate about and love. The last thought of the day is to be thankful for the things that you have around you. Thankful for the roof over your head, thankful for the food you had, thankful for the people you've met today, to be in a seminar like this, to be in a workshop like this, to be thankful for that, to have thoughts and think about it and process and debrief with yourself the whole day. Go back through it. You'd be amazed. Like even with a diet plan, to go back and put back what I've eaten today, go, oh, I didn't realize I had that. It's amazing. Just simply unload. And the last one, turn off everything. Turn off your phones, turn off your mobiles, turn off your tablets, turn off everything. Get away from the televisions. You know, you need to have sleep. Let the melatonin be produced. Stop deterring it. You know, you don't want that, and you spoke about the D vitamin D, which is important as well for your serotonin levels, which increase the melatonin level, which hence increases your growth hormone, which, you know, activates the REM sleep, which brings all the stuff that you've had today, that you've watched, everything you've heard today, has to be categorized into little spots in your brain. So your brain doesn't switch off, it just files everything away for you and allows you to process. And if you don't do that, how many people have gone to bed and you've had 10 hours sleep, you still wake up tired? It's because you haven't hit REM, you haven't really been in it. But you can go to bed and hit 4 hours. Elon Musk does it, Richard Branson does it, you know, Mark Zuckerberg, they all do it. They get up earlier, you know, and the reason they're able to do it is because they're hitting the sleep patterns, they're getting through it. And again, for focus, mental clarity, everything the following day, it's really, really important. So turn off your, and digitally detox everything. So again, life is for living, get that balance right is really important. And that's me, guys.